Welcome to the Crimson Engine. My name is Rubidium. Today we are talking this light. This is the Lupo Actionpanel. If there's one light fixture almost everyone owns and everyone has used in this industry, it's a 1x1. First it was light panels, the Gemini, then it came, then a lot of different other manufacturers came out with their varieties. ARRI's S30 and S60 is probably the most famous example. And people devised all kinds of solutions to lighting a scene with 1 foot by 1 foot fixtures. Then the S60 came out and we moved to a 2x1. Lupo also has some great 2x1s, which I've reviewed in the past. I'll link them in the description. But rather than bigger and bigger and bigger, Lupo has come up with this light, which is a sort of half by half. It's the same kind of thing you would get with a 1x1, but it's much more compact, much more transportable. It still has Lupo's sort of signature lenses over the LEDs, so you get a much tighter throw than you would have with just a diffusion over here. So it sort of occupies a space halfway between a kind of Fresnel style light and a 1x1. You can get this in the bicolor, which is much more powerful, or this one, which is the full color, which allows you to change colors. So you can see it takes a second to start up here. The little fan goes on. So we can go bicolor. We can go here into manual and go into HSI mode, and you'll see it has plenty of kick, and then I'm able just to cycle through any color I want for my background. This light's plenty bright, even in the full color version. I made it at about 1800 lux at 3 feet for the tungsten. The big advantage this has over the 1x1 is it's a much more compact fixture. You can see here I have the battery plate on it, and you're able to get this overhead much easier. You're able to get it up on a really high stand to get through a second story window without the worry about the weight. It does come with this cool little diffusion hat that gives you much more spread and sort of spills the light out everywhere if you're looking to fill a room with light rather than light a particular subject. And it's generally somewhere between a ENG on-camera light, which doesn't really have much oomph, and a 1x1 that's heavy to carry around. This guy can be powered for several hours with a small compact V-mount or gold mount battery, and you're able to get into a lot of different places that you wouldn't. It's perfect for adding like I said, a wash to the entire back wall, or shooting into the ceiling to give a nice room tone of color or tungsten daylight light. So Lupo did something with this light which I think is really smart. Rather than just include a standard bag, they have the option for a kit that includes the Action Pack, which is a very professionally made backpack that fits the light, the V-mount battery plate, and the diffusion. It's big enough to get your camera, a gimbal, and other stuff as well. So it is $789 for the dual color and $987 for the RGB full color. But generally a really nice addition to your lighting setup if you don't want to be cutting multiple 1x1s around and don't want to be putting them up in the ceiling for hair lights. This is a nice in-between. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time.